Please subscribe to my channel, share, and thank you. In my view, the American Volunteer Group, better known as the Flying Tigers, were the most effective air combat unit in history when measured pilot for pilot and plane for plane. Operating in China in 1941-1942 under the command of Claire Lee Chennault, the AVG achieved extraordinary results against the Imperial Japanese Air Force under extremely difficult conditions. Flying the rugged but not technically superior Curtiss P-40 Warhawk, often called the Tomahawk in early variants, the Tigers faced overwhelming odds. Between December 1941 and July 1942, the unit was credited with nearly 300 Japanese aircraft destroyed in the air and roughly 200 more on the ground, while losing only about 14 pilots in combat and fewer than 25 aircraft in air-to-air engagements. The kill ratios achieved by the AVG were astonishing. What makes these achievements even more impressive is the numerical superiority of the Japanese forces they faced. In many engagements, the Tigers were outnumbered several times over, often confronting large formations of Japanese fighters and bombers. In fact, the odds they faced were in some respects even more daunting than those encountered by Royal Air Force pilots during the Battle of Britain. Chennault's tactical genius made the difference. He trained his pilots to use diving attacks, speed, and teamwork, exploiting the strengths of the P-40 while avoiding turning dogfights with more maneuverable Japanese aircraft. Under his leadership, remarkable pilots such as David Lee Tex Hill and Robert Neal became legends. And despite any mechanical limitations, the P-40s themselves became icons of aviation history. With their shark-mouth nose art, they were arguably the coolest-looking fighters in the sky, flown by some of the most daring pilots and supported by some of the most resourceful mechanics anywhere in the war. Ironically, when the AVG was disbanded in 1942, the United States initially withheld promised pay and bonuses. It was Chiang Kai-shek and the Republic of China who ultimately stepped in and paid the pilots and mechanics in full. For sheer effectiveness against the odds, the Flying Tigers remain one of the most legendary air units ever assembled.